Hey, good day to you, good day to you. This is your guy, Anthony Brinkley, coming to you one more time. I want to hit you with something that I think will be helpful. With all this going on, sometimes we sit back and we ask ourselves, why am I struggling? Why do I feel like things aren't going well? Why am I down in my spirit? I might even walk outside my house and, like I say, put on that mask. You know, when people ask you how you're doing and then you go into performance mode, you're like, I'm doing great. I'm living the dream. If it was any better, I wish it would be two of me. But deep down, you're faking. And when you're in performance mode, it means you're playing a role you weren't designed to play. And when you get out of performance mode, you feel even worse. You feel even more depleted energy-wise because you're assuming a characteristic that does not correspond with your truth. And why does that happen? I'm gonna tell you why that happens. It happens because, hear me on this, it happens because one of the biggest things that the enemy does is to send distractions your way. See, the number one thing that breaks people down is distraction. We look at the result where someone does a terrible act, or they're emotionally disturbed, or they do something tragic. But it all starts with a simple distraction, meaning you took your eye for what you're supposed to look at, which is how are you building your spirit up? You took your eye for what's supposed to be important to you, like how are you reconnecting with yourself and those around you? And you took your eye for things that matter to you, which is what is my purpose? What am I supposed to be pursuing? And when you take your eye off of that in the form of a distraction by looking at people or going to places or doing things that seem small, but it took your eye off of what you're supposed to do. And now when you start to get distraction leads to distortion, because distortion means you've taken something and you've taken it out of proportion, meaning something that should be big in your life, like your faith, like your passion, like your family, like your mission, something that should be big, you've made it small because of a distraction. And something that should be small in your life, like those who hate on you, having anger towards everyone reaching success, those that hate on you, you've taken something that should be small and you've made it big. You've taken your doubts and you've amplified them and made them big versus reflecting on your strength and your power and what you're able to overcome. So that's why distraction is so important, because distraction leads to distortion. So now you're focusing on something that does not matter. And now it's starting to resonate within your spirit. And now you were once happy and now you're sad. So today, I want you to get busy by attacking those things that are coming at you in your mind, in your spirit. And I want you to engage in this in a way that you've never done before. You've heard me say this before. Every day in America, 8,000 people die. By the time you finish hearing this message, by the time this day is over, 8,000 folks will not be here, meaning you still have purpose. I need you to lock in. I need you to not allow distraction to become a distortion in your life, which leads to discouragement. Make the decision today to lock in, to be who you came to be. And watch what happens from this point on. We don't have time for that anymore. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to this page, and hit the notification button so you can see when new of these videos come out. We love you. No more distractions. Peace and blessings to you. You're gonna think, some of you gonna laugh, some of you gonna cry, but we're gonna get better before this is over. Understand this, there is no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow is aspirational, because when tomorrow gets here, it's gonna actually be today. So what are you doing today? What are we doing today as a collective body to make sure that we can make things better? Live your life.
A passionate Anthony Brinkley is a problem solver. He's an author and motivational speaker using his skills after decades in the military to teach people how to be resilient and take action.
The most valuable thing in your life is time. Every day in America, 7,000 people die. So 7,000 people that thought they were gonna wake up today didn't. Anybody besides me never thought they'd be 30 years old? Put your hand up. I would get up and put my mask on. Hey, Brinkley, how you doing? I'm doing great. And that's why I come here to talk to you, to remind you that you're not what you went through.